mimicking the behavior of social media influencers may cause a sudden and dramatic loss of self-respect. Moving to the next question. How can somebody in a...
True. Oh, I got a mess going on behind me, but you guys are used to it. Oh, shit. Good thing my channel's not that popular. No one watches me that much. But hey, I've gotten some subscribers while I was gone. Yo, so yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I haven't been around for a while. Like I said, I did a post not too long ago. Kind of got disenchanted with the YouTube algorithm. Kind of was angry and I needed a minute off the platform. And while I was away, I've been working on some stuff. So, Desert Mermaid is coming. This is a design I've been working on. Lazy bum. I have to rework this design because some of the lines didn't print well, and so I need to like have them reprint, or I have to thicken the lines, but I have some other stuff. So yeah, desertmermaid.com is going to be coming soon. I'm going to be finally getting together my Desert Mermaid apparel lifestyle brand. I know. I'm gonna be starting off with t-shirts, and I'm gonna be doing print-on-demand t-shirts, and it's a way for me to take my art and make my art useful. People need clothes, people need t-shirts, and I figured I can, you know, try to make them as low cost as I can. I mean, print-on-demand, the cost for, because, you know, it's built into them printing and stuff, can, you know, seem like it's more, but I'm gonna work it out so I can try and keep the cost low, so it's, you know, somewhat affordable. And there's cool designs, because like, I don't know about you guys, but I've been bored with the t-shirts and shit that are out there. It's hard to find cool shit to wear, and it's, you know, it's a way to express myself and my art and whatnot. So this is one of them I'm working on. I just gotta thicken the lines in her booty and her hands. This one wasn't that bad though. But yeah, lazy bum. That's what I've been working on. So yeah, remember you guys several years ago when I got Adobe, the Adobe suite, and I said I was gonna learn Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator and Premiere Pro and all that, and I did. I learned Premiere Pro, I've learned how to use Adobe Illustrator, and I'm pretty good at Photoshop. So go me learning skills. And then eventually I'm going to, my next step after getting Desert Mermaid up and running, and you know, I'm more affluent at my social media and whatnot, I'm going to, yeah, you know, eventually try to animate some of my stuff. So maybe we can get some cool animations on this channel or something. I don't know. Do something cool. I'm just excited at the creative direction I'm going. And I really wanted to get back onto YouTube so I can document all this. One of the cool things is, yeah, my channel hasn't gone anywhere, but it's really cool for me to look back on a lot of things and see how far I've come over the years. And it's easy for a lot of people to think that, like, I haven't done anything with my life since I got hurt when I was 23. But when I look back at what I've done with Desert Mermaids, which I established Desert Mermaid, this is, oh, it's tucked in. This is my charm I made in 2015, and I have a bunch of them, and I'll put them on jewelry and I give them out to friends and stuff, and I'm going to be able to start making charms again, and I can sell them through desertmermaid.com as well. But I've been working on Desert Mermaid very slowly behind the scenes for years, trying to develop like a concept while also dealing with my health. You guys know I got diagnosed with a tumor, a pituitary tumor. I've been dealing with my chronic back pain, which I'm disabled from. I have been dealing with my mental health, which my PTSD has gotten kind of bad over the last really, my PTSD has never been good. My PTSD manifests in night terrors, and I do get like triggered sometimes, And I did used to have panic attacks, but the medicine I'm on is helped with that. But I have night terrors, so I'm on a medication and I'm trying to adjust for the night terrors with my the psychiatrist I'm talking to for the meds and stuff. But I'm not at the right dose yet, so like that's something I've been dealing with. The night terrors, it feels like, it's like when I think of, I'm like, oh, it doesn't bother me. But I'm one of those people where I'm like, it doesn't bother me. But if I sit down and think about, it actually is bothering me. It's not helping with my sleep. Honestly, I've had to start sleeping on the floor in the living room because I have night terrors where I wake up screaming and I'll start thrashing and I'm afraid I'm gonna hit Patrick. And during the week, I don't want to keep waking him up. And then the other thing too is like, I low-key kind of like sleeping on the floor sometimes for my back because my back is super screwed up. So having a really firm floor to sit on is nice. But we recently we were able to get a nice new mattress. We were privileged enough to do that. We were like, wow, this is the first really nice mattress me and Patrick have had in our life. And Patrick said it was the first time he had a mattress that wasn't a hand-me-down. Yeah, but anyways, we felt lucky that we were getting a new mattress. That was really, like, special to us. And it's a really nice, firm mattress. Like, when we went in there, I'm like, what's the firmest mattress in here? And he's like, are you sure? Like, and he's even showing us, well, this one's softer. I'm like, nope, firmest. But, I'm still sleeping out here on the floor because I have the night terrors. So I'm working on that. I'm adjusting for them. And then I've been trying to get get into a routine, a daily routine, since I've been told by my psychiatrist that having the daily routine will really help with the PTSD and whatnot, and keeping the night terrors a minimum. I'm honestly thinking, like, maybe one day, if we're lucky enough to move into a bigger place someday, I don't know, which is like years away, it would be really nice to get a service dog to help me with my PTSD. I have watched some videos and stuff when it comes to PTSD, and they'll wake you up or help you wake up so you're not like freaked out of your night terrors. And I was just thinking, oh, that would be really nice. Or, you know, just having a dog. Like, I have had my cats like sit with me, and then Philip, one of my cats, when I sleep, he likes to sleep on top of me, and I think he knows that I have the problems with the sleep, and so like he'll try to sleep on top of me sometimes. And I know that like the service dogs, they'll train them to kind of do that, like sleep by you and stuff, to like positive pressure for anxiety and stuff like that, you know, kind of like a weighted blanket but with the dog. I just thought, oh, that would be really helpful, you know, to have someone that was always there to help me with that, you know. And then also too, like, I do have problems going out on my own. One of the things and the reasons why I have the reason why I have the PTSD, let's just be real, is from my lawsuit. And I know this is getting a little long, but we need to catch up. So yeah, and don't worry, I won't chop this up with a bunch of fucking jump cuts and stuff. This will be Peter Mon style, because Peter Mon style editing is just way easier. Anyway, so okay, back to what I was rambling on about. But the PTSD. I have trouble going out because I had a lawsuit when I slipped and fell and hurt my back, and I sued the store I slipped and fell in. And when I sued them, they're a multi-billion-dollar company, and I don't like saying their name. It was Walmart, but yeah, it was Walmart, and they are a billion-dollar company, and so they had the ability to hire a private investigator because they wanted to know if I was faking my injury or not. But they hired a private investigator to basically tail me 24/7 for several months. So imagine having someone for several months, 24/7, And it's not just one person. There's people coming back in shifts, so you never know who you're gonna get, and sometimes it's a new person watching you. Sleeping in front of your house in a van, following you to stores, tailing you in your car. There was one time where I was like, I bet there's, when I first started getting followed, and it's easy for us to pick them out. I would joke and be like, I bet if we could pull over right now and there will be a private investigator that pulls in behind us and follows us into the Walgreens. And so one day we did this. We pulled over and went into the Walgreens by us, and I said, well, let's go down the tampon aisle, or like go to something in the store that's embarrassing that most people aren't. So we go to the tampon aisle, right? And we stand there. Sure enough, as we got out, we noticed this car pulling behind us, a Jeep, and we noticed a guy get out, but I'm thinking, okay, coincidence, right? I'm just being paranoid. Go down to the tampon aisle, same guy follows us down there. He kind of comes up, stands right next to us, realizes what the aisle is, and then walks away. We also had this happen in Costco, where I'm like in the scooter, because Costco is so huge, it's really hard for me to get around it. So I'm in the scooter in Costco, and I'm like, I bet if we go down this aisle, Patrick, and we immediately turn around, there's going to be someone coming towards us. And sure enough, here's a dude coming down the opposite way with the camera. I shit you not. Where is my phone? I don't even know where my fucking phone is. Out of his pocket, and you could tell he's like, oh shit, I'm looking right at them. I had another guy, for a minute, me and Patrick were doing pet adoptions, and we were volunteering, which was basically me sitting in a chair for like an hour, playing with the little kittens in the cage, which is so cute. Yeah, and then sometimes we would foster kittens and stuff for them. And then Patrick would do all this setup shit. Basically, it was me being like, Patrick, let's go volunteer and you can set up while I sit here and play with the kittens. He got to play with the kittens afterwards. But so we would go do that, and the guy followed us to pet adoptions. I had to leave. It was so embarrassing, because it's like, why is that guy staring? Oh my God. I had to file a police report because I felt threatened. I filed a police report, and they basically told me there was nothing I can do. If Walmart wanted to hire someone to follow me around 24/7, as long as that person wasn't breaking the law, like violating me as a person, that was okay. I mean, the guy approached me in my home and rang the doorbell, and they're like, well, there's nothing we can really do about that now, but if he wants, if he keeps coming to your door, on the property, you might be able to do something about that. But if he's like out on the street and he's filming you from the street, your home, that's okay. I'm like, it was a lot. And to have that happen 24/7, and it's because someone's looking to catch you doing something, which I didn't really go anywhere anyways, like I don't now. Like, I was always in the house. I bet there was a minute where they were like, does she actually live here? Because she doesn't leave, but that's why he came to the door. Because sometimes there's like a week or two where I don't leave the house. So the dude came to the door to see if I was there and gave me some bogus ass story, which I'll tell you about later, because this is getting real long. But yeah, been dealing with my PTSD, which stems from that. From, suing Walmart and having them put a private investigator on me 24/7. So yeah. But anyways, we're moving on. We are moving on to the next chapter, okay? We are moving on to the next big thing, which is Desert Mermaid, which is me reworking this eventually. But the other designs I have are fucking sick, and I'm going to show you guys a preview today. I gotta do some flat lays later. That's what's on today's agenda, is I gotta do some flat lays of the shirt. So I'll give you guys a sneak peek at what I'm doing. Yeah, I got a lot of content to shoot and stuff, so I figured this is a great way to vlog, and we get to hang out and, you know, do creative shit. And yeah, I'm back on YouTube, bitches. Yeah! Woo-hoo!
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode with me. It's okay. I'm so thankful for being here. If you wouldn't mind.
Hold on a second, Gizla. Ooh, let me get you up on the tripod. I wanted to show you guys what I've been listening to. It seems like the only thing that ever gets pushed in my recommended, and probably yours too, is true crime. True crime is hot right now. Everybody is into it. Crazy. Even my cat is into true crime. What? You're sitting on the merchandise. Here's Ella. We're gonna do flat lays. There's some of my shirts back there, but yeah. Oh, I was starting to have anxiety earlier. One thing I've noticed is sometimes when I'm just sitting, I notice I have anxiety. Like, I feel like something bad is about to happen, but nothing bad is going to happen, right? And I just have this sense of dread, and that is part of my, you know, mental health issues, my anxiety issues. So yeah, I had that earlier, but I seem to have gotten over it. I'm gonna do flat lays. Let me show you a preview of what we got going on. Yes, I'm gonna show you what we got going on here. Philip, get up. He keeps getting on some of the clothes down here. Now I'm gonna show you. These are my misprints. Oop, go over there. Okay. So, this is one of my faves. Got a flower power. Yes, we need some weedy shirts. You know, there's not a lot of cute weedy shirts. I get it, but there's a Desert Mermaid shirt. And I put all the Coachella Valley cities. And now remember, all of this is vector art I've done on my own in Adobe Illustrator. I did all this. This is my art. This is my art. Yes. That, the stars on her chest, yes, because the algorithm's listening. I did that. I did all this. So, yep. Next, I got the flower power in black. And I got this one. It was just funny when the Chinese spy balloon, you guys know, happened. There was live streams of people following this shit all over the US. And it was just like, la la la, it's just going on freaking tour. So I made a tour shirt for the Chinese spy balloon because it was just like, yeah, it's like going on tour. So I put, you know, free event because it was, you could go out and see it if you were in the flight path. I put the flight path down there. You know, it was the Chinese spy balloon. I put flying by at 60,000 feet. I put see it before it gets shot down. I put US tour in Chinese and English. I got their flag and our flag because it was kind of a, well, it wasn't a joint thing. Like, the US didn't authorize that, but yeah. That was fun. But it was just funny. People were tracking that shit. And then they just, after it floated over, they just shot it down. Not to get political, but I just thought it was kind of funny. And this happened during Chinese New Year, which was funny because, you know, they usually put out lanterns and stuff for Chinese New Year, and it was like, oh, look, they're giving us a giant lantern to join in the celebration. Anyways, so, and here is one of my other ones. This is, I call it a collab, but you can see there's Desert Mermaid, which is my branding, and then Studio Timmy, which I made up for Timmy because when I did a composite, which I'll put him right here, of Timmy and me down there. And I decided when I wanted to learn vector art so I can make this stuff vectorized. And so I went over and I, you know, did a drawing, rendering, digital art version of the Timmy composite. So this is the Remember to Always Dream Desert Mermaid Studio Timmy collab, which I thought it was funny to say, like, You know, because it's my cat and me on the shirt, that it was like a collab. So I made him his own little logo down here. And on the paw prints, there's a color on each little like claw mark. So I just thought that was funny. Yeah, let's see. What else do I have to show you? Okay. Here's the... I have to do flat lays. Take pictures of these, but this is... I did this shirt. This is Independence. And Independence, it's a state of mind. I did this girl, and she's like in the American flag thing, and she's smoking a doobie. The devil's lettuce. She's got green in her hair, because I like that color, and, you know, the devil's lettuce. So I got her smoking, and she's lighting it up with a sparkler. So, yeah, I did the art. I did all this by myself. And then I got them in a couple different colors because I wanted to be able to have a variety of choices. Now this one I'm proud of. And I want to do more, I guess, themed shirts like this. So this is my Artificial Breeze shirt, and this is a girl. She's sitting there. It's freaking ass hot, and she's in her sports bra and underwear or high-waisted bikini, I don't know, whatever. She's using a fan, and it's an artificial breeze, because there's no breeze, so she had to make an artificial one. So yeah, I did this art. Yeah, I gave her a little polka dotted headband, and the lines came out cool. And then I put my old Desert Mermaid little logo on the socks, because I thought that would be cute. Because, you know, a lot of socks have, like, little, like, logos and shit, so I thought that would be cute. So, yeah. Yeah, so that's the other one. So, and then I have, you know, the one I'm reworking on my chest right now. But, yeah, just lighting sucks there. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a preview. I'll talk more about the designs and stuff on a dedicated video when I finally launch my store. I'll probably be talking about everything over and over again because that's something I do. But yeah, gotta get to work. Flat lays. I got my sheet down here so I can do it. I know. It's wrinkled, but if you spread it tight like this, you really don't see the wrinkles. Yeah. Philip's gonna help. You ready to do this, Philip? Assistant Philip? Philip. Next day. After I did my flat lays, I got a major fucking migraine. So I took, well, I have a medication that I can take as needed for my migraines. And plus, my migraines come from my pituitary tumor that I have in my head. So, yeah, so little info. So I took one of those, didn't go away, took another one, and passed out on the floor in my living room. Like I told you, I sleep in the living room. And then I woke up, took care of my pain, went back to bed, and here I am. So, yeah, I just wanted to end it here. I'm gonna try and do a lot more of these videos and just kind of slap them together, you know, Peter Mon editing style with a little bit of shit. Like I said, I've learned Premiere Pro, so I know how to do a lot of stuff that'll make it easier, hopefully, for me to get these up more, because I really do like having, like, this, like, video vlog style. I guess these aren't going to really be vlogs, because I'm documenting stuff in my life, and me starting my brand, and a business, and whatnot, but I'm going to try and get these up more so that we can hang out more together. And, meanwhile, I have my Instagram. You can go check me out on Instagram. I will always be over there. I post stories, and I'm going to be posting a lot of reels. I'm also going to try here to be posting shorts. And I think because sometimes I talk about a lot of different clips, or clips. I talk about a lot of different things in my videos, especially about things that are going on in YouTube land, basically, because, you know, when you're someone like me who's homebound, you live on the internet a lot. So I talk a lot about, like, topics and stuff. So I thought maybe in these videos, I can take clips from these videos and then put them onto another channel And that might be another way to get people over here and whatnot. I don't know, just thinking out loud, I guess. So anyways, I'm gonna go, so this isn't too long, but yeah, I'm back on YouTube, bitches. Yeah. No. But yeah, so until next time, love you guys, sending you lots of lots of love and happy mermaid vibes from me. I love you, and I am so excited to take you on this journey. Yeah, this is another one of those misprints, but you guys saw, we got some fresh designs coming. Yeah. See you in the next one, guys.